Traditionally, we come from an environment, if you're a storage person, you got tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 type storage. It's really changed. It's really, I look at it, two types of storage: structured data and unstructured data. And the big hockey curve is driven by this unstructured data: smartphones, Internet of Things, telemetrics, audio, video, text, blogs. That's all driving the growth. We're seeing a 60 to 80% year-over-year growth. And the challenge is, can our existing storage infrastructures support that? Our traditional file and block, right? They say 30x growth in this by 2020. 4K videos everywhere. Every 1 second, 1 million minutes of video traverses the internet. And that's all driven by our smart devices, right? So I think we're under a challenge from storage infrastructure to have a division, a strategy to be able to manage this growth, right? So video resolution has a direct impact on file asset size. You know, you're looking at 4K, 5K, 6K. What's next? All of these devices are being able to support this kind of resolution. Here's a deeper look at how 4K content is driving archive storage. This is just an impact on storage infrastructure, right? I really like showing this slide. Can't keep this level of growth with traditional storage systems. Remember my term, infrastructure storage informatics. So traditionally, how are we managing this kind of growth? We're doing file-based storage, you know, hierarchical storage, directories, directory file storage. It sort of mimics human behavior. We're used to folders and files and folders and files. That has a breakdown when we start scaling. It can't scale to the petabyte growth levels that we're seeing. Data's exploding, and yes, you can continue to do it that way, but does it make sense? If I were to analyze your existing storage infrastructure and take a look at the content you're storing there, the majority of it that's on file storage, expensive spinning disk, hasn't been accessed in the last 60 to 90 days. Why would you continue to do that? That kind of storage infrastructure is really designed for a LAN, right? And there's a point where the number of files and directories of a single namespace starts to affect performance. And you could spin up more storage arrays, more mount points. But it becomes a management nightmare to support that kind of growth. Not only, and this is where the economics come into play. So with object storage, you have a flat namespace, right? Key, value, key, value. Flat namespace, very easy to grow, very scalable, simple to access protocols. It uses a REST API. The predominant ones out there are S3, OpenStack. CleverSafe had their own proprietary one. We are a proponent of S3 going forward. So for the next generation, it must scale, it must be more efficient, must always be available. We're looking at geographic kind of accessibility with the world becoming larger, or we're all one economy these days. We must be able to have data integrity and security. And when we look at our legacy systems, they can't scale to that level. And when you're looking at protecting that data, they're relying on very old technologies that take a very long time to recover. RAID 6, however, you know, you want to rebuild a 20 terabyte drive, you know, whether it's a 74K or 15K RPM, takes days to recover that. You need an infrastructure that gets rid of that. So our solution, a lot of the object solutions, are the way you want to be able to do that.